Bcm110's Week 6 content surrounding fan studies explores the parasocial relationships between fandoms and celebrities. In upcoming videos, I will explore fan theories in relation to emo rap artists Lil Peep and Juice WRLD, who are two of the most outwardly self-destructive artists of their time, and yet two of the most successful in their genre. My research builds upon ideas illustrating connections between music and aesthetic to mental health in fans. It also specifically expands on fan theory within music, posing the idea that the romanticization of violent music can be positive and emotionally stimulating for struggling fans. This recontextualizes the notion of delusion and obsession that stereotypes fans, filling the gap between knowledge around the benefits of music as a tool for self-acceptance. Gail S. Stever's life stage theories are prevalent in forming a basis for understanding the notion that fans form parasocial relationships in the midst of an identity crisis. Stever theorized that the idea of forming connections with celebrities stems from the absence of emotional stimulation, particularly seen in the need for role models to fit every kind of identity. ACMA found in 2020 that young adults were most likely to stream music on a weekly basis, which can be paralleled to Stever's theory that young adults were more likely to turn to becoming a fan in the prominent crisis of isolation. Stever states, many see attachment and a sense of intimacy with a celebrity to be preferable to the feelings of isolation they experience otherwise, which creates a gateway to studies of music fans by articulating the psychological reasonings behind parasocial relationships. If people can replicate feelings of intimacy with being part of a fan community, it could be argued that music is a powerful tool for isolated fans, contradicting the notion that romanticization is a negative behavior. Building on this, Stever's fan theory can be expanded into the realm of emo music fans when considering the depictions of mental health that might draw fans to it. Majdanova's 2021 master's thesis, Depression in Popular Music, delves into the therapeutic side of emo music. The thesis states that young adults seek solace in music where they get a feeling of understanding and acceptance in the lyrics of their favorite artists, and also find a community in each other. The idea that parasocial relationships can be both personal and communal for fans creates a notion that whilst the content of emo music feeds off the loneliness, the fans who consume this media generate a reassured sense of identity through artists and other fans. This is critical in breaking down stereotypical views of fans of violent music, as we can begin to dismantle the stigma that music which reflects poor mental health results in destructive behaviors. To help further understand why fans romanticize the pain and passion of artists, it is important to understand what draws fans to music that can be outwardly perceived as dark and unhealthy. I will be expanding on this more specifically in upcoming segments in relation to Lil Peep and Juice WRLD's fan bases. Gustav R., also known as Lil Peep, was snowballing into fame in 2017 before he fatally overdosed in the back of his tour bus, ending the promising rap career he built from SoundCloud to world tours. However, Peep would not reach the height of his fame until after his death, with his first posthumous album, Come Over When You're Sober Part 2, debuting at number 4 on Billboard charts, despite never having a chart entry when he was alive. New fans were drawn in by the tragic, raw lyricism from an artist whose pain seemingly spoke volumes in life and in death. In this video, I will be discussing R's song, Runaway, the second track from Come Over When You're Sober Part 2. In his lyrics, Peep explores his feelings of extreme loneliness, a dysfunctional lifestyle, and empty friendships. The chorus repeats, "Everybody so fake, everybody act like they care," reflecting the feelings of isolation that is so vividly apparent in the emo rap fanbase. This idea of being alone is paradoxed in the song Right Here, in which Peep sings, "I know you're not doing the best, but I'm here, I'll always be here." The contrast in these lyrics creates an impression that fans can rely on the comfort provided by emo music when struggling with poor mental health. This kind of parasocial relationship that fans have with celebrities, such as Lil Peep, can ultimately provide a pillar for emotional well-being, in the sense that fan communities can find solace in each other and the artists which reaffirm their feelings. Building on this, Stever's fan behavior and lifespan development theory suggests that, particularly for adolescents who don't have models in the home, the media provides a wealth of celebrities who fit as role models for just about any identity. In the context of emo music fans, this collective identity are isolated, struggling individuals who seek emotional stimulation. R depicts his own problems with home life and identity with the lyrics, "I run away from my problems, I do the drugs when I wanna, I ran away from my mama." The recurring themes of drugs, running, and loneliness paint a picture of someone who, just like their fans, is struggling to find an identity in times of transitional crisis. The romanticization of the lifestyle that Peep emulates seems to stem from relatability, which ultimately connects to the elements of comfort and community more so than the stereotype of unhealthy obsession associated with fans. Nina Palatella's 2020 thesis encapsulates the relationship between fans and romanticization with the statement, "When his fans listen to his music, they are not simply consuming the music as it is, but also engaging with his brand and his image." The media perceiving Lil Peep's music at face value is starkly different to fans not only perceiving his lyrics, but also the connotations and meaning derived from art, formulating both a brand that is accepted as authentic as well as a community finding consolation in being a fan. 21-year-old Jared Higgins died in 2019 from an accidental drug overdose at the height of his fame, leaving behind the legacy of Juice WRLD, one of the greatest artists of all time objectively, with popularity even today paralleling the likes of Drake and Taylor Swift, according to The Guardian. Juice WRLD has long since been applauded for his stark lyricism that provides a window into the mind of a struggling person. In this video, I will be breaking down the lyrics of Higgins' 2018 song, Scared of Love. Juice WRLD sings about the turmoils of love in the midst of depression and drug addiction, creating a channel for relatability for fans struggling with heartache, substance abuse, and poor mental health. Throughout the song, Higgins references his mental health with lyrics such as, "I'm on the drugs way too much, I'm not enough, as well as, "Lately I've been feeling the worst," and "Ain't wanna be alive, no way." These themes of low mental health and suicidal ideologies provide a raw honesty about identity in a fan community that finds comfort in having a spokesperson for their woes, rather than suffering in isolation. The article, Fans of Violent Music, The Role of Passion in Positive and Negative Emotional Experience, provides insight into the idea that despite its negative content, violent music uses a first-person narrative which prompts improved self-reflection in its listeners. The article found that cognitive benefits include the capacity of music to heighten an individual's concept of self. In relation to this, Juice WRLD's use of the personal pronoun I encourages fans to engage in self-reflective behaviours by allowing listeners to interpret the music from a first-person perspective. Furthermore, Juice WRLD eerily foreshadows his death in the song by singing "I really need to chill for I'm in a coffin," which takes on a new perspective after his fatal overdose. Fans may view Juice WRLD's tragic death as a form of credibility for the emotions elicited in his music, creating the notion that if fans are experiencing these difficulties, they can find comfort in the fact that their favourite artist genuinely experienced them also. Scared of Love is an RIAA Platinum certified song, speaking volumes about the audience scope that Higgins reached with his artistic expressions of angst. To conclude, the thesis Depression in Popular Music theorized that therefore the most powerful message of depressive music is, you are not alone, removing stigmas around romanticization being a fan-made delusion in supporting self-destructive musicians. These high levels of relatability, however morbid they may be viewed as, come back to the same idea that emo music can be powerful in providing comfort to fans.